Every story in the wild starts with sound. Years ago, I was photographing migratory birds when I saw something I will never forget. A monitor lizard ran for its life and two parakeets were trying to attack it. Parakeets are very peaceful birds, but that day they fought like warriors. But not every species can defend itself. The Hoolock Gibbons lives entire life in the trees. And today those trees are disappearing. Their forests are turning into islands and their families are getting stranded. This is why we photograph. If you can see the wild, then you can fight for it. I am Radhika Ramasamy, wildlife photographer. I have spent past 23 years photographing nature and wildlife. But today, the places I visit years ago is not the same anymore. Fewer birds and fewer songs. Which is why I am at the Kaziranga National Park. I have waited 2 decades to photograph the Hoolock Gibbons. Today I am carrying Vivo X300 phone and I have decided to start my search for the gibbons on a safari. The more time you spend here, the more the forest reveals. I have spent the last 23 years photographing birds and they have never stopped amazing me. That's why I am so interested to explore this Mirotar feature. It automatically detects the bird. And after a bird icon pops up on the screen, it gives you a beautiful bouquet in the background. रुको राइनो है. That is one-horned rhino. When framing subject like this, I always include the habitat. The landscape, the light, the space, all together tells a story. Good photography doesn't inspire with nature. It learns to stand quietly and watch. And even on the days you don't get the shot, the forest gives you other stories. The best part of technology like this is you get to take a closer look into the wild without disturbing it. Something I could have never thought of doing with my long lenses. Day 2 of my search for the gibbons started with a pleasant surprise. ये क्यों ऊपर ऊपर रहता है?
ये पेड़ का जो फ्रूट है ना, वो फ्रूट खाने के लिए थोड़ा ऊपर ऊपर रहता है.
They are very active because it's early morning and jumping on the top of the tree only. So I just want little bit eye level shot. I'm just waiting for the clear shot. We got few shots, but they are jumping here and there, feeding on fruits. So we are going further ahead to get some clear shots. My search for the gibbons continues as we go deeper into the forest. गिब्बन का ही था आवाज था ना?
एक दूसरे को अलर्ट करता है. उसका मेल से तो उसका लैंग्वेज है.
फीमेल मेल एक ही तरह?
नहीं, और मेल ब्लैक कलर का, और फीमेल ब्राउन कलर का. अलग अलग ग्रुप में रहता है. बच्चे में साथ में रहता है.
Sometimes the forest decides you are not ready yet. आप कितने साल यहाँ पर काम कर रही हैं?
मैं 2001 से काम कर रहा हूँ. टूरिस्ट को घुमा रहा हूँ. अभी 2025 25 ईयर्स रनिंग.
25 ईयर्स. सुबह से हम तो घूम रहे हैं, आवाज़ भी कम आ रही है. क्या रीज़न वजह हो सकता है?
हम कभी साइटिंग होता है और कभी नहीं होता, क्योंकि वो घना जंगल अंदर में रहता है. व्हीकल घुसता है ना, व्हीकल के आवाज़ से भी कभी बाहर नहीं निकलता है.
These pieces, even if single tree is cut and they can't swing one place to one place, no, so they leave the place. गिब्बन अबे चाहिए तो कहाँ मिलेगा अच्छा सा?
अभी तो यहाँ पर इतना खास नहीं मिलेगा. तो दूरहाट गिब्बन सेंचुरी है, तो वहाँ का साइटिंग अच्छा होता है. वहाँ अभी तो जाम किया द गिब्बन, तो आप थोड़ा इसे लगा लेट किया तो रेडी रहिए. तो दूसरा भी जाम करने के चांस है, तो वहाँ पर देख सकता है.
ये कहे तो दूसरा भी फॉलो करेगा,
एक लाइन पे जाता है.
ओके,
आराम से.
ये आइडिया अच्छा है. प्रभुदा,
हाँ,
बहुत अच्छा सा हेल्प किया था. मैं एक आपको फोटो ले लूँ?
हाँ, आराम से.
थैंक यू सो मच. बहुत हेल्प था. थोड़ा सा बाइनोकुलर ऊपर रखना. थोड़ा अच्छा सा समझ दे दीजिए. इसे लेके मुझे देख लीजिए थोड़ा सा ऊपर. I got good portrait shot of Prabhuda. I included the tree arc also and his binocular. I would like to have 2-3 elements in the frame. So finally I got good shot. For last 2 days I was in the safari, but today I am on foot. I am hearing alarm calls, so I am a little bit going fast to sight them, otherwise they will be very hurry, they can go off. This is the sound that brought me here. I got gibbons now, but they are very active, jumping here and there and all. But I am going to wait for them to little bit calm down. So to gibbons like this, no, we have to wait for some time. Patience is a key word, because they will be very active and they won't sit even single minute. We have to wait for them. There, I can see one male and female. Female is a brown color and the male is a black color. Look at the details. I like the image very much. I got a good eye contact. I have waited 2 decades to photograph gibbon like this. This is the first time I am getting a clear image. So it's I think a big achievement. We protect what we can see and the technology lets us see closer. Every photograph is a promise and today the promise belongs to the gibbons.